All right, so to continue, the mistake I made was my ex told me that she needed me to take care of her while she was pregnant. And she went to Kids Empire, but she had told her work, her boss and everything, and they let her off that for the rest of the pregnancy she had to be working from home. And they let her off because the doctor wrote a note and got her out of work, telling her work that she needs to be on bed rest. So she's going to be working from home. But again, she went to Kids Empire. She was supposed to be on bed rest, and she told me, she said, in order for the baby to survive, you need to be taking care of me because no one else can take care of me during this pregnancy. So I was like, okay, I'll do that because I wanted my baby to survive. But it was a rainy day. So she went to Kids Empire with her daughter because her daughter wanted to play, and she's moving around. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, dude, you're supposed to be on bed rest for our daughter's survival, but you aren't taking it seriously, and you're moving around, and it was kind of frustrating. So then when I went back to her place, I'm cooking for her, and I'm telling her that she needs to tell her baby dad that she's pregnant so that her daughter, so that he can help take care of her daughter, because she can't be taking care of her daughter while she's on bed rest because she has to move around so much, and she's moving around the whole time, and her daughter's running around and acting crazy, and she's taking care of her. So I got frustrated because I made food for them. I gave it to the daughter. I gave it to my ex, and then the daughter points outside and tells me to leave. So I was like, oh, you want me to leave? Okay, well, you have to leave now. So I picked her up, and like I said, the whole day I was picking her up and carrying her around, so that's not a big deal. But I picked her up and I put her outside. And then my ex got mad at me, and she was upset that I did that. And she said, "That's not funny, Ryan." And I said, "I'm not trying to be funny. What I was doing, and again, this was stupid, but I should have just stayed calm, and I should have just told my ex, hey, listen, this is a lot for me to handle. You can't be taking care of your daughter and being on bed rest at the same time. You've proven that this whole day. Do you not care about the baby? The doctor said you need to be on bed rest, and you're not taking it seriously. So, someone else needs to take care of your daughter, or we have to figure out something, but you have to start taking this seriously." But she wasn't taking it seriously. And so instead of just being calm and telling her that, I made the dramatic gesture of putting her daughter outside, and I got angry. So then my ex got mad at me, and then the daughter's sitting down. She brings the daughter back in, and like I said, my ex would disrespect me all the time. Like, her daughter would call me Brian, and my ex would go, hee hee hee, oh, it's funny, his name is, she called him Brian. And the daughter would look at her mom and say, and in the daughter's mind, she's thinking, my mom doesn't care when she disrespects Ryan. My mom actually likes it when she disrespects Ryan, because her mom didn't respect me. Her mom didn't like me. She was pregnant with my baby, but she didn't respect me. And that was very clear from the very beginning, which is stupid because I'm 1,000 fucking times better than she is. I discovered a theory of everything, but she didn't know that. She thought that I was schizophrenic because my mom wouldn't talk to me, and she was on my mom's side. She didn't realize that my mom's a fucking idiot, and my mom doesn't know that I actually discovered the theory of everything too. So basically, my ex, she doesn't respect me. So her daughter starts to go like this to me, pinching my head, and I'm like, "Are you pinching my head?" She's doing this thing where she's pinching my head, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm pinching your head." And her mom is on. She knows that she can get away with anything disrespectful to me because her mom allows it. Her mom doesn't give her any fucking doesn't teach her how to be a respectful daughter. So I go, okay, well, I'm gonna pinch your head. So I get up and I was gonna pretend pinch her head, but then her mom attacked me. But I knew in the back of my mind that I allowed myself to get angry, and I shouldn't have done that. So I was also afraid because I knew that I fucked up, and that now my ex would not let me take care of her with her daughter because she would be afraid that I'm going to get angry at her daughter again. And in my mind, now I'm freaking out in my mind because I'm like, damn it, I know I messed up. But I'd been, like I said, I was on edge because my ex had been disrespecting me the whole pregnancy. She lied. She was texting other guys in front of me, lying to me, treating me like shit the whole pregnancy. So in my mind, I was worried because I was thinking, damn it, she said that in order for the baby to survive, I need to take care of her. But now I was afraid that she's not going to let me take care of her. So I make her promise that the next day she'll allow me to come over so I can take care of her. But I'm texting her the whole day the next day. Because in my mind, I'm like, I hope that she's not moving around like she did yesterday. Because she's not supposed to be moving around. And if she's taking care of her daughter, she's going to be moving around. And she said that I need to be taking care of her for her to be on bed rest. So I'm texting her, hey, what's going on? How are you doing? Am I going to come over tonight? And she doesn't respond. She has sworn that I would come over that night. So that's when I go online and I tell everybody what's going on. But another reason why I did that was because I was afraid. Because in the back of my mind, I was like, maybe the reason why she's not responding is she's gonna like get me in trouble for putting her daughter outside. That's what I was afraid of, and that's a part of the reason why I went online. And I went online and I told everybody what my ex had done the whole pregnancy. And I told everybody how she was supposed to be on bed rest and she wasn't following the doctor's orders, and how she had lied to me about going to a party, how she was texting this guy Jared in front of me and doing all this stuff. And the reason why I did that was because I was afraid that she was going to get me in trouble for putting her daughter outside. And I wanted people to know, if I did get in trouble, that I wasn't the bad guy, that I was on edge, and rightfully so because of how my ex was treating me. But anyways, I'm trying to call my ex, and I'm trying to text her. I'm like, and another reason why I did put it online is because like I said, the whole pregnancy, she would not respond to me because she didn't respect me. So I'd be asking, I'd be afraid because like I said, she lied to me about going to the party, and then she got mad at me for being jealous. And then she stopped talking to me. And then she wouldn't text me for weeks because she's not respecting me. She's pregnant with my baby, but she's not respecting me and not responding to my text because I'm worried. Because I knew that she had 3 abortions before. So I'm texting her, hey, sweetie, how's the baby? How's everything going? Because in my mind, I was afraid. The reason why I wanted to know is because I'm thinking to myself, she's already killed 3 babies. She might kill my baby. And I don't want that. So I'm texting her, hey, how's everything going? Is everything okay? How's the baby? And she's not responding to me. She did that the whole pregnancy. She wouldn't respond to me for a week, 2 weeks. So I'm thinking to myself, she's going to do this again. She's going to not respond to me for 2 weeks. And in my mind, I'm thinking, and this is the most important time because she has to be on bed rest. So in my mind, I'm thinking she's definitely going to get an abortion because she has to be on bed rest. And if I'm not taking care of her, she said no one else will take care of her. And that in order for the baby to survive, I need to take care of her. And so I'm texting her, how's everything going? How's the baby? She's not responding. So I go online on Facebook to tell people what's going on so I can get some help. So I'm continuing to text, and she's not responding. But then she responds to me because I went to her daughter's school to talk to the principal, to tell the principal what's going on. I'm like, hey, my ex, her daughter goes to your school. She's supposed to be on bed rest, and she can't take care of her daughter and be on bed rest at the same time, And so I think it's important that we tell the baby dad that she's pregnant because she's 4 months pregnant, and I've been telling her to tell the baby dad, and she hasn't told the baby dad yet. And someone needs to help take care of the daughter. So I asked them if they can get me in contact with the baby dad, which I think is a responsible thing to do. For her daughter's safety, for everybody's safety. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking not getting me in contact with the baby dad. But they wouldn't get me in contact with them. So then I go to the boss's place and I ask the boss if they can get in-home services. But then I said, like I said, then my ex calls me and she's like, oh my God, you went to my daughter's school. Ah! She freaks out like they do a lot. She starts to freak out. There's nothing to freak out about. But she thinks that, because she's like, she's thinking, you're stalking my daughter? I'm a weirdo. No, you fucking stupid, dumb fucking bitch. I just went to talk to the principal like a responsible adult. So, but I didn't say it like that. But but no, she's like, oh my God. So I told her, because I'm angry. I say, listen, I'm getting sick of the fucking disrespect. You're not responding to the text. You've been treating me like shit this whole fucking pregnancy. What's the deal? So then, so I tell her, if you kill my baby, I'm gonna make your life hard. That's what I told her. So then she goes, gets a restraining order, and then she puts on a restraining order. He said he's gonna make my life hard. So then she gives me the restraining order at a gas station. But when I went to the gas station, again, All I was doing was I was texting her and I was saying, sweetie, I know I made a mistake. I'm sorry for getting upset with your daughter, but I just really want to take care of you. Can I take care of you? Because I want our baby to live and I want our baby to be healthy. I don't want the baby to be born premature. You said you need me to take care of you. So let's just meet up and listen, I made a mistake of getting mad at your daughter. I know that. I'm not going to get mad at her again, but let's just meet up and I will take care of you. And I want everything to be fine. Okay. So when I met her at the gas station, I was happy to see her. And I was like, thank God. Hey, sweetie, how are you? I'm sorry. That's how I approached her. Like, sweetie, I'm sorry I'm sorry about everything that's going on. I took down everything from Facebook because I'm like, now let's just let's put everything that happened behind us. Now I care about the baby's life. I hope that you do too. Now I'll take care of you for the rest of this thing, and everything's gonna be fine. But she hands me a restraining order. So then in my mind, now I'm thinking, okay, the baby's dead. Because she said in order for the baby to survive, I need to take care of her. Because she needs to be on bed rest. So in my mind, she gives me a restraining order. I'm thinking, fuck, now the baby's not going to live. She's going to kill the baby. So I take out my phone and I start recording her. When she hands me a restraining order and I'm like, Katie, or I say to my ex, are you going to kill our daughter? Are you going to have an abortion? And she's like, she's freaking out and she's running around. Now people are going to think, oh, now my mom will later be like, you recorded your ex, you're terrible, you're a horrible person. You're the reason why she had the abortion. No, everybody's being a fucking asshole to me. If my mom would have just helped from the beginning, all this crazy shit wouldn't have happened. But again, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have got this girl pregnant in the first place. But so I'm recording her because I want to put it online because I want people to know what's going on. Because I want some help. Because I'm saying, listen, my ex says that I need to take care of her during the pregnancy. And she just gave me a restraining order. In order for the baby to survive, I need to be taking care of her. So I need someone to help take care of my ex. I don't know what's going to happen now. But on the restraining order, she put down a restraining order for her whole family, including her baby dad. And the thing was, I never met her family, and I wanted to meet her family. And I wanted her to tell her family that she was pregnant. So in my mind, now I'm thinking especially, I'm like, okay, she wants to hide that she's pregnant from her whole family and from her ex and get a restraining order against all of them. So I'm thinking the reason why she's doing this is because she's going to get an abortion. That's what's going through my mind. So I'm thinking the reason why she's getting a restraining order against me is so that she can get an abortion. And that's why she put her whole family, because she doesn't want them to know that she's pregnant. So in my mind, I'm thinking she's just going to get the abortion and then not even tell anybody in her family that she's pregnant, and then it'll all be in the past, and then she'll have a restraining order against me, and then that will be it. And then she'll just live happily ever after with her life. So I'm like, fuck that. So I go to her exes. So people, like, I'll get to this later, but people like my friend at Johnny, I'm not going to say my friend, this guy at Johnny, who was my friend. He was like, I don't even know if he ever was my friend, but he was like, dude, you went to her baby dad's work? What the fuck? The reason why I went there was because in my mind, I'm like, he needs to know what's going on first off, that she's pregnant and that she's hiding it from him. And in my mind, I'm like, I need to tell him so that he can help take care of the daughter if my baby's going to survive. And also in my mind, I'm like, I need to let him know because I'm thinking that the baby, she's definitely going to get an abortion because she said that in order for the baby to survive, she needs me to take care of her because she has to be on bed rest because she had 3 abortions before and it messed up her cervix. So now she had to have a cerclage and she needs to be on bed rest. So I see she writes her baby dad's name on the restraining order. So I look at it and I see his whole name. So I go to his work because I look him up online and I go to his work and I tell him about what's going on. He tells me, yeah, the same thing happened with his daughter. His daughter was born premature because of the problems with her cervix. And, so I tell him about that. And then I look up because she put all her family members' names on the restraining order too. So now I knew all their names. So I can look them all up online. So I just looked them all up online and I find their phone numbers and their addresses. So I call them and I text all the family members. But when I text them, I'm in my mind, I'm like, okay, So she's probably going to get an abortion, but I'm thinking if I tell her family, she might be less likely to get the abortion because they'll all know that she's pregnant. Because I thought that what she was doing was she was going to get the restraining order against everybody in her family so that she could just get the abortion and just get it over with. But I'm thinking, okay, well, I'll get in touch with her family members and they, like maybe some decent human beings, will stop her from killing a little baby. That's what I thought would happen. So I'm texting all of her family members and I'm saying, hey guys. So I tell them all what's going on. I'm like, but again, maybe I made a mistake and I shouldn't have done it like this because, again, I was probably trying to make things happen, but also put yourself in my fucking shoes. I'm all alone in this moment. I don't have anybody help me. My mom and dad won't help me because my mom and dad have abandoned me. And I'm stuck in this moment by myself. So I'm texting her family and I'm saying, hey guys, in my mind, I'm like, I have to make it look like I'm the good guy so that, because in my mind, I'm thinking in order for my baby to survive, they need to get me back in my ex's life so that I can take care of her while she's on bed rest so that my baby will live. So I had to text them and make it look like I'm the good guy, which I was the fucking good guy. So I'm texting them and I'm saying, hey guys. So I text her mom and I text all of them. I send them all the same message. I'm like, your daughter's pregnant with my baby. I love your daughter, but she has been acting really bad this whole pregnancy. At the beginning of the pregnancy, she lied to me about going to a party, and she was texting this guy. I didn't say his name, but she was Snapchatting this guy Jared in front of me, and she's been acting very disrespectful and acting kind of crazy. And the reason why I said that was because I wanted to say, and that put me on edge. So I got upset with her daughter because her daughter was disrespecting me, telling me to leave. So I was already on edge. She had already been, not responding to my text the whole pregnancy. She'd already put me on edge. And that's why I put the daughter outside. And now I don't think that she's going to let me take care of her. But, she said that in order for the baby to survive, she needs someone to take care of her. So I was like, so is it possible that either any of you guys can take care of her during this pregnancy so she can be on bed rest, and you guys can also help take care of the daughter? Because in order for the baby to survive, she said that she needs to be on bed rest. And in order for her to be on bed rest, she needs someone to take care of her and someone to take care of the daughter. And I'm hoping that they will try to tell her, hey, this guy, I was hoping that I can meet them and they would see me and they would be able to talk to me and see that I'm a normal, good person. And then they would say, okay, yeah, we'll help you. We'll help make sure that your baby survives. We'll help you out in this situation. And we'll talk to our daughter and we'll tell her to let you help take care of her during the rest of the pregnancy. And I would have just taken care of her. I would have made sure that she was, I would have cooked for her because I want to learn how to cook anyways. I would have done all that stuff. But only one of her sisters responded, and I told her sister what was going on. I said, she's pregnant and she needs me to take care of her because she needs to be on bed rest. And then so the sister said that she would talk to my ex. But then I continued to try to call them, and they all blocked me. They all blocked my number. So now I'm freaking out even more because I'm thinking, okay, probably my ex told them that he's a schizophrenic, he's crazy. Even though every fucking doctor said I don't have any mental illness, you fucking dirty fucking. But she's probably telling them, he's crazy, he has schizophrenia, he's insane. No, I don't have any mental illness. I actually have a bachelor's degree in psychology, and I'm a very highly functioning individual. I wasn't crazy. So, but I'm pretty sure that's probably what she told them. So I'm trying to get a hold of all of them, and they're not responding. So now in my back of my mind, I'm like, okay, she's definitely going to get an abortion. So then what I did was I drove to her, I waited for a while. And so I drove to her mom's house because I looked up where her mom lived. And I wrote a letter. And on the letter, I was like, hey, because I knocked on the door, she wasn't there. So I wrote a letter and I said, hey, my name is Ryan. Your daughter is pregnant with my baby. I love your daughter a lot. And I hope that, that our baby is going to be okay. But she needs to be on bed rest and she needs help taking care of her daughter. And and I would love to continue taking care of her. Can you guys please meet me? And maybe you can help me out and we can, make sure that my baby lives. So I write this letter so I'll get to what happens next.